And now, unbiased and independent, here is your Manhattan Weekly Market Report with Noah and John from UrbanDigs. Hello, everybody. This is Noah and John, and we are from UrbanDigs, and it is Friday. So you're going to get your weekly Manhattan market update. John, let's get right to it. This has been a crazy couple of days with the Fed going into hawkish mode. We'll talk about that later. I'm looking at supply, 7,569. Show me that chart.
I mean, it's down another percent on the week, and this is kind of what we've been talking about for the last several weeks. I mean, supply has been right on line for where it was last year, and again, this week is no exception.
Yeah, and it's topping. It looks like it's topping right now. There is no this is seasonal, and I don't see any macro surge in inventory right now that would give any indication that there is a mass liquidation or a mass panic on the sell side. I just do not see it in these supply trends. So we have to keep that in mind as we head into this buyer's market period. Let's shift over to pending sales, John, the measure of Manhattan demand, 2,602. Show me that chart.
Yeah, and pending sales down again, still in that reset period. We're getting very, very close, though, Noah, to the 2019, 2020 lines. This is kind of actually where 2020 crossed over 2019 as the recovery began, and we're still not seeing that support yet. I think we're still in reset mode.
Yeah, but deal volume starting to come back. So I wonder if pending sales is going to eventually, over the next 4, 5, 6 weeks, start to show a little bit of a bottoming pattern. It's just too early to tell. It's still falling, like you said. So we're going down. I think it's just all that phasing in and phasing out of the recovery into the shift, like we were talking about a few months ago. But it is what it is. Let's see where it goes. And you know what? In the meantime, Johnny, the market pulse is just lingering right around this 34, 35 level. But we are clearly in buyer's market. Buyers, take note. Let's take a look at those weeklies, Johnny. I'm looking at supply, 273 things. That looks like it's down. Show me that chart.
It is down. It's down about 70% compared to last week. But this, Noah, this is right on par for what supply is supposed to do. We've been saying it for the last several weeks. Supply is doing what supply does. So no real new story here for supply, especially on the weekly
Yeah.
level.
Yeah, and we could see the correlation now with looking at these weekly trends and seeing supply top out. You got deal volume that's starting to rise a little bit. You got supply that's coming down. Makes sense that inventory would be showing a topping formation. Let's shift to the weekly contract sign, Johnny. I see it ticked up just a little bit, but we're still not where I really want it to be. 184 things. Show me that chart.
Yeah, still below the two handle, although we're up 10% on the week. I mean, this is a little bit higher than it was in 2019, but still, Noah, these are numbers on the contract signed. You'd like to see these higher. You'd like to see these in the low 200s even would be great. But
Yeah.
a tick up is a step in the right direction, but it's getting close to the end of the period where you're going to expect those tick ups. So, if there's
Yeah.
deal volume to happen, like now's the time it should be happening.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, bids are coming back. Bids are definitely coming back. I mean, you could see that we're coming back. If you're thinking about a low liquidity level, but that was like a month ago when we were at the mid to low 600s on this number. So we definitely bounced back. The problem is this was supposed to hit in the low 900s last month, and I believe it's supposed to be in the low 800s by the end of this month. So we're just below trend. We're below trend is what's going on, and we can't not look at the fact that sellers are going off market. Sellers are going off market, and typically that happens when they see a market that doesn't produce the bid that they're ready, willing, and able to accept. So that is another sign of, again, buyers, you're in it, right? Don't say, hey, when's it going to happen? It happened, and you're in it, and we're showing some signs of stabilization and some bids coming back to the market. And with all of that said, on the sales market, with everything going on with the Fed and interest rates, here's the rental market, Johnny. And the one thing that I see when I look at this rental market is the latest readings, those prices, they're not going down anymore. It looks like they fell from that peak about 4 months ago, and it looks like it's stabilizing around this low 4,000 number. What do you
Yeah,
see
no,
here?
it's pretty sticky, right? And you notice the gap, the spread between what's coming on for new listings per month and what's going off in terms of leases. I mean, these lines are right close to each other, and that's giving a
Tight.
lot of support to where that median price is. And this is usually the time when median price sags a little bit because this is generally not the busy season for rental, so you normally expect that price to come down a little bit. But
Yeah.
looking at this right now, we're not seeing that sagging price. I mean, look at it, who knows what November is going to bring? Who knows what December is going to bring? But I mean, if you think about where these prices are now, and you think about 6 months and so, we're going to start having that second busy season, the spring busy season. This sort of augurs
Yeah.
for higher prices to come, perhaps.
Yeah, I agree totally. Like I'm not discounting that this might be falling down right now, or it might be in minor active decline. The rental market's still going on; it's correcting. But I gotta think, Johnny, that this rental market, which overall is still strong and tight, considering where it came from a year and a half ago, is this helping to mute the depth of the sales downside? I look at the data on the sales downside. It looks to me like we're down somewhere between 7 and 12% when you take into account Q3, the current Q4, and then what's going to book in Q1 from deals signed in the last few months that we have to wait for. It looks like we're already down, like we've already shifted. And I wonder if this is playing a role in the fact that that is not down more, because sellers have that option to go tap into the rental market. And John, let's take a look at what happens when you break down these rental prices with under $4,000 and then under $2,000. Look at the inventory in the under 4,000 market.
Yeah.
I mean, look at this. This is why I'm not so sure if the rental market's still in active decline, minor active decline. How much is it going to go down when there's such tight inventory down here?
Right. And you have to start thinking, I mean, there's not that many out there under 4K. Now, granted, I mean, we are looking at a sample of the rental pool. We don't have the entire sample set or the entire data pool out there. There's a lot of things that are just sort of listed, here and there that we don't have, but this is a great sample. And what it tells me is that the number of units below 4,000 is not that much, and it's shrinking. And that goes to be thinking, the next thing that I would think is like, all right, well, how does that compare to what the monthly payments might be to purchase? And I think it goes back to supporting, your argument, which is this might be buttressing the sales market, even with mortgage rates where they are.
Yeah. And even if I switch this to under 2,000, under $2,000, I know there's a small sample size there. Look at what that chart looks like right now. We are just seeing such a tight rental market in this market that I think it's playing some type of role. I agree. John Walkup, thank you very much. I am Noah Rosenblatt. We are both from UrbanDigs. Don't forget, if you guys got questions, we got answers right over here in our forum. If you guys want to take a look at a very interesting take on what the Fed just did, look at this article right here, A Very Hawkish Fed. If you want any of the reports that John whipped up today, it's going to be right over here in just a few seconds. Other than that, this has been your weekly Manhattan Market Update, and we'll catch you next time.